Morning and sunshine. Welcome to the biggest ever coding event of this year. My name is Teacher Jaspreet and I am going to be the host of this event. It's my pleasure to have all of you here. Well, you can say that this is your day today. So now, to give you a brief about 98 percentile coding program, I have one amazing video for you. So here we go. Okay. Wow, this was such an amazing video, right? Now, the thing is, I can see a lot of new faces over here. Oh my God, it looks like we have a complete team of coders over here. But coders, do you have any idea what we're going to do in this session? Yes, well, you can type your answers in the chat. Come on. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm waiting. So what do you think? What is the session all about? Well, the name of the, yes, absolutely. Absolutely, Shania. So that means we can say that we are going to make a game today by doing coding. Well, this is so much exciting, right? But what is the actual meaning of coding? Do you have any idea? What does it mean? Can we say that this is the interaction with the computer? Well, yes. That means today we are gonna interact with the computer. We're gonna act like a boss and we're gonna give the instructions to the computer, which will result in making a complete game. Now I'm sure that everybody's excited. Okay, come on. So we have a reaction tab over here. Show me up your reactions. Let me see your excitement. Okay, all right. Now I can see a lot of reactions over here. Now, the event is learn to code and code to win. Well, students, you need to hold your excitement for a while because I need to talk to your parents. So come on, everyone, go and quickly call up your parents. Quick, quick, go. Okay, give me reactions whenever your parent will come up. Okay, all right. Well, let's actually get started. Dear parents, well, I hope that you all are doing fine. Thank you so much for enrolling your kid in this event. And yes, also for sparing your precious time from your busy schedule. Kindly note that this meeting is being recorded for quality and marketing purpose. So we would be sharing the screenshots and snippets of this video on our social media and our website. So parents, do not forget to smile. Now, I'm I'm sure you would be having like a lot of questions in your mind, like who we are. Well, 98th percentile is the most trustworthy e-learning platform. That means we provide different courses like math, public speaking, English, and coding. But the question is, what are the benefits of joining 90th percentile? So if we go ahead, the first most benefit is accelerated curriculum. That means your kid would be learning a lot of different concepts within a short span of time. You will be surprised to know that we complete the entire grade year for maths and English within just 6 months. And if we talk about coding, we achieve proficiency. That means students get proficient in technology by learning it for just 3 months. So it's all about progress of your kid. Now, the interesting part is that we give personalized attention to each and every kid. But how is that possible? You see, our live classes are not crowded at all. We have a policy of maximum 4 students in the batch. That means we fill the skill gap of each and every student that eventually leads to student success. Now, to give you this idea, even we have divided this boot camp, just like the way we are running it right now, we have a lot of different boot camps that are running for 5th, 6th grade for coding. So that means you see here, we have the complete personalized attention. Now, it will eventually lead to student success because skill gaps would be filled, then eventually the student will progress. That means for parents, it's A times value for money. Well, I have talked a lot about 98th percentile, but why don't you check it out by your own? See, why our customers loves us. Here in front of you, you will see we have different reviews. Now, these reviews are given by respective parents. See, these reviews shows how much parents are satisfied with our programs. And the programs as well as the students' performance matters in the end. Now, you'll say that it's just 6 reviews. Well, it's just a single page of a book. We have a complete list of reviews, but what you need to do is just go to the official site of 90th percentile and then you can check it out, all the reviews given by parents. Now, as this event is more about coding, so let's explore the coding program. See, this is completely technology-driven era. So that's why our goal is to make sure that the student is becoming technology leader. That's why we are teaching different technologies like web development, animation, Python, artificial intelligence, data engineering, gaming, and many more, because it's not only about one technology. We are covering different technologies. Now, not only this, coding is about practice. So that's why we assign regular homeworks, personalized attention is given to kids. But apart from this, there is complete transparency between parent and teacher. That means parent can book meeting anytime, whenever they want to learn the progress of the kid. And also there would be show and tell sessions. That means parent can know what the student has learned from the previous sessions. Now, talking about students, you see, it's not only about learning. We are encouraging students to participate in different digital events and win awards and certificates. That means it initiates leadership, innovation, and confidence. Now, from the student point of view, let's actually listen to what our students has to say about us. So here we have the student Hasamuka. She's in grade 3 and she has created more than 15 games on Scratch within 3 months. You see, she was completely unaware about coding, but then she made games. You see over here, we have ping pong game, we have this back the mole game, and not only these 3 games, she has made a lot of games. Why? Because she understood the concept, and now she is giving 10 out of 10 to 98th percentile coding program, and you can see the smile on her face that reflects how confident she is. Well, it looks like now you know completely about 98th percentile, what is 98th percentile, and how the parents and students are satisfied. But why don't you check it and try it by your own? So here you can actually book 4-week free classes without any credit card. But remember, it's first come, first serve. And if you think that you are satisfied and you think that yes, your student will eventually improve, your kid will improve, and you don't need to book any trial class, then there is this event only offer. Well, if you choose to directly enroll, you can get up to $100 off. So parents, think and grab this opportunity because this will automatically shape the future of your kid. Now, let's actually go ahead with this event. What is this Learn to Code and Code to Win? We have divided the event into 3 main groups. That means budding coders, developing coders, and growing coders. So growing coders, be ready for the competition because budding coders and developing coders are going to give tough competition to you all. Okay. Okay. Now, this event has 2 main phases. Okay. The first one is Learn to Code Bootcamp, which is running right now. Here you will learn what is block-based coding, what is Scratch platform, how you can actually design the game and then develop the game as well. But once this bootcamp will over, then we have the second phase that's called Code to Win contest. So here what you're going to do is you will create a game, you will record the video of the game showcasing what you have done, and then you will upload that same video on YouTube. From the YouTube, you'll copy the link and paste it on our gaming wall. Remember, the top 3 posts in each category to receive maximum number of votes would be declared as the winner of the contest. So that means you have to share it with your family and friends. So when they'll vote, then there are chances of you winning. Okay. Now, this is very important, everyone. Kindly observe it very carefully. This is timeline. Now, we are running a bootcamp. After it, what will happen? You will create a game, the students will create a game, and we'll start accepting the game video entries from September 4, 2021. And the entries to the contest will be closed on September 10, 2021. Okay. Ideally, what we want is that you should create a game and submit it as soon as possible so that you can get the time to do the actual marketing. Because remember, it's all about votes, how much you're getting on your project. And yes, very important date, that's the winners announcement. So the winners will be announced on September 12, 2021. Well, that's a shining date. Okay. Now, talking about winners, we have awards and scholarship. So the top 3 students who will actually hold these 3 places would get Amazon gift card plus scholarship to subscribe in any one of our programs. Well, thank you so much, parents, for your time. It was such a nice conversation with you. I hope now you got an idea of what 98th percentile is and what is the event all about. I'm just so much sure that, once this session will end, you will see a different light of coding in your kit. And yes, I have just one request that please arrange one secondary device so that actually, we would be doing an intelligence test in the last few minutes. We need a secondary device at that moment of time. Well, thank you so much for your time, parents. And now students, you can get ready to learn about Scratch. Well, Scratch is the most popular platform to make games. Now, it's not only about games. We can make a lot of apps, stories, animation on Scratch. It is completely drag and drop. Now, it is very popular. You see, it's very much popular. Now, what I mean by it, why it is so much popular? See, there are millions of projects shared on Scratch. There are millions of people who actually visit Scratch. So that means if you share your project on Scratch, imagine what would be your popularity. Now, a link would be shared in the chat. The name of the site is scratch.mit.edu. Okay, so you can actually go to that link and then we'll go ahead. Now I request you to open the link, the main Scratch link. So once you will open it, you'll see something like this on the screen. So are you guys on the screen right now? Everyone, I want reactions. You do? Oh my God. Well, students are so smart. I am impressed with everyone. Wow. Okay. The thing is, we can get popular on Scratch, but by making good games, by making advanced games. Now, let me actually give you a quick recap of what is this Scratch. Okay. So now here, this create button is actually used to create a project. Explore means you can actually explore the projects which are available on Scratch. And then we have ideas. That means you can take some ideas from scratch, and then we have this folder option. You can actually check out your stuff. Now the main thing starts from this create button, because this is the beginning of your gaming journey actually. Okay, so once you will click on create button, a page would be loaded over here. Okay, so you'll see something like this. All right, now this Scratch screen is divided into three main parts. In the left-hand side, you'll find different blocks: motion, looks, sounds, events, control, sensing, operator. So we have different blocks over here, which we're going to use to do the actual coding. After this, you see in the center, we have the workspace. That means we can do the actual coding. What we need to do is simply drag it and drop it here. So this is the simplest way of drag and drop. And here you will find this orange cat. This is actually called a state. There is this green flag, and then we have this red. This green flag stands for go. So whenever you click on green flag, whatever coding you have done, you can actually check it out that whether I have done the correct coding or not. Okay, and then here we have this red that stands for stop. Below it, you will find a different option that's called as sprite. Something like this would be visible over here. Now, what you can do is, let's suppose if I don't like this orange cat, then I can delete it. Now, what is the sprite? Well, sprite is actually called as a character. Okay, it's just a beautiful name for a character. So obviously in games we need characters, in animation we need characters. So here when I go, we have this choose a sprite option over here. You can pick any sprite of your choice. Okay, let's suppose if I'm picking this apple, you can pick it, and then that would be shown over here in your sprite list. Now this background is quite boring, so let's make it beautiful. So here we have this choose a backdrop option over here. You can simply click on it, and then here you have a lot of backdrops. See, now you can pick any backdrop of your choice. This is completely your choice. Okay, now let me show you what we actually do over here. Now let's suppose that I'm doing a simple coding over here. I'm just going to change the color effect, the color of this apple. Okay, so how we can do it? The simplest way is you'll go to, we can make sure that we are doing the code for forever. Okay, we need to run it for forever, and then because I'm going to change the color, so I'm going to go to looks and then pick this change color effect. So what would happen when I click on green flag? This color is going to continuously change. So this is the simplest way of doing coding. See, you just need to understand what you need to do. Once you understand it, then what you can do is you can search for the blocks, because we know that motion stands for what? Movement. Look stands for what? Looks. So we have a list of blocks over here. Now I'm sure that you got an idea of what is Scratch completely, and I know that you all are very intelligent. Now, let me actually take your test. Okay, it's high time to see whether you were listening to me or not. Okay, so just give me a moment. Okay, so over here, yeah. All right, now I'm just going to create a poll of questions over here. Okay, just give me a moment. All right. All right, so it's just a technical glitch. Just give me a moment over here. Okay, let me create a poll of questions for you, because I want you to actually do a little bit.
I have launched the poll. It is visible to the.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, that's awesome.
Fine.
Okay, perfect then. All right, so it looks like now you will see a lot of different questions. Okay, now this first question is, which platform would we be using today to code our game? Okay, so what it could be, Scratch or Code.org? Well, definitely this is going to be Scratch. Okay, the next question is, learn to code is organized by 99th percentile or 98th percentile? Yes, it is 98th percentile. Yes. Then we have the first place winner for Code to Win contest would win. Yes, $10, $20, or $50 Amazon gift coupon. Okay, that is actually $50 Amazon gift coupon. And then we have the game video entries for Code to Win contest would be accepted from which date? 4 or 10. Well, it's 4th September 2021. And then we have, apart from coding, 98 percentile offers which other programs? Math, ELA, public speaking, or all of the above? Yes, all of the above. Okay, now it looks like that you have actually passed the test. So coders, hands on your keyboard, smile on your face, spirit in your heart, and we are ready to start. So now I'm going to invite Mr. Ashish to come up over here and teach you the favorite and my most favorite and the coolest game ever. So hand over to you, Mr. Ashish.
Thank you, Ms. Jasprit, for the awesome and the beautiful introduction about the Scratch. And so my name is Ashish, and hello coders, Anoop and Shania, how are you all? Okay, so basically we have a cool feature in the Zoom. You can just share your reactions as well. You can just show your thumb as well. Okay, good. Okay, Shania, so basically that's cool. Okay, so now we're going to start one basic game in the Scratch. We're going to learn the new concepts as well and how can we design. So today we're just going to design a basic game. Let me gonna show you. I'm going to share my screen. So screen is visible. Just raise your thumb. Show me your thumb if the screen is visible. Okay, Shana, thank you so much. So basically the name of the project is called Flappy Bird. I think you both of you are aware of what exactly the Flappy Bird is, but we can design with the help of Scratch. Okay, so let me gonna start and we'll see how our Flappy Bird is going to be dodge the obstacle and how can we control it. Okay, so basically this is the Flappy Bird and I love this bird exactly. The name of the bird is called Toucan. So this is the basically one simple obstacle. I'm going to dodge this and see the score is also changing. I'm going to dodge the obstacle. And what will happen if bird is going to touch an obstacle? Game is over. So this is the project we're going to design with the help of Scratch. So any question or any problem, Anoop and Shania? If you have, so you can just show me your thumb. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so if you find any problem or if you want to ask any questions, you can just directly put in the Zoom chat. So we're going to give you that relatively answer. Okay, okay. Now we can just start with the game. So we already told you what exactly the sprite is and what exactly the backdrop. So now I'm going to take one backdrop as well. So see on the right hand side bottom, we have two icons over there. So just move your mouse pointer and choose a backdrop. So backdrop is a kind of we can say that the wallpaper or the background pictures. So this is your choice. I'm going to take this one, the blue sky, because my bird is going to fly in the sky. So I'm going to take this one. So I'm done with the backdrop. So we have a lot of backdrops are there. If you go for this section, we have music, sports, outdoors, indoors. So you can just just click on that any option and you can just select any one backdrop. Now, second thing is we are working on the Flappy Bird game. So we need a word. So exactly we have to go to the sprite section and just type here in the search bar birds. See, we have a lot of birds are there. Dove, duck, owl, parrot, penguin, toucan. So my favorite is toucan. So I'm going to take this one. But the size of my toucan is going to be too big. So I'm just going to change my size of the bird. So let us suppose I'm going to use the 50. 50 is fine for me. So if you want to make it big, you can just change the size. If you want to make it smaller, you can change the size. So now we have two sprites as of now. First is the bird, name is toucan, and second one is called the obstacle. Okay. So we have obstacle images on the Google also, you can download them. Okay, you can download and you can add that image in the sprite section as well. So we'll see how to make the code for the toucan. So first, a new concept, a very important concept within the Scratch. You basically your scratches, complete scratches depend on this one concept as of now. So I'm going to do 2 lines here. Basically, we can say this is a kind of a mathematical term. This is called coordinate systems. So Anup and Shania, you know what exactly the coordinate system is, or we can say the coordinate axis. If you know, so can you share your, can you? Okay, so we have Anup here to just, Anup, can you tell me what exactly the coordinate system? So we're going to put you on the spotlight. Anup, you know what exactly the coordinate system is? What is called axis? Shania. Okay, can you just give me the answer? You can just unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So the coordinate systems in Scratch are basically X and Y. X is left to right and Y is up to down. So we can choose a specific direction in each so you can set the coordinate system. It's just basically the place where your sprite is.
Exactly. Good, Anup. Okay, now basically, let me gonna share my screen as well. So we have 4 direction here. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so this is your right direction towards the cloud. Either we have up direction. This is left direction, and towards the ground, we have always down direction. Now, the right hand side direction is always x-axis, and up direction is always your y-axis, and direction is always minus y-axis, and left direction is always minus x-axis. Yep. So basically, and second, you can download from the Google as well. Choice is yours. Okay, so basically this is the coordinate axis and your complete scratches depend on this part, on this concept. Basically, we need to work on the positions. Okay, we need to set the sprite positions. So this is the way we can just, this is the only way in the sketch we can just set the positions. Okay, now I'm just going back to the project. So the first thing is I'm going to control the movement of the bird. Okay, so this is the first step. So we're going to make the code for the bird first. So name of the bird is toucan. So the condition is I'm going to press the space button. Your bird is going to move up and down. So this is your first step. Okay. Now in the Scratch, let me gonna zoom my screen as well. So we have 2 icons over there in the Scratch. The first one is green color flag and second is red color button. So there are important rules are there in the Scratch. Basically, if you want to play your if you want to see your output, or either we can say if you want to play the code, so we have to press the green color flag. Or second thing, if you want to stop your code, or we can, okay, if you want to stop your output over there, so we have to press the red color button. So we're going to use this once we're done with the code. Okay, now come for the coding. So we have blank space over there. So the thing is, we have to just we have to drag the block into the space like this. Just drag the block and drop it here. Drag the block and drop it here. So we're going to use the blocks like this. Okay. So the first step is I'm going to control the movement of the bird. So first thing, go to the events and take out the when green color flag click. So event meaning is, we can say that in simple terms, start. If you want to start your code, so we need a event buttons. Okay, Shania and Anoop, just show me your thumb. Okay, thank you, Shania. So the first is green color flag. Okay, now second is, I'm going for in the control block, means the dark orange color is there, the circle is there. So I'm going to the control block and I'm just going to drag this to forever. So this is the loop exactly. Okay, so one quick question here to both of you, Anoop and Shania. What is the meaning of loop? Please show me your thumb if you know what exactly the meaning of loop. Yes, Anoop. And Shania also not. Okay, Anoop, go ahead.
Can I share the meaning?
Yep.
So the meaning of a loop is that it keeps going on and on for a certain amount of time. If it's a forever loop, then it'll go on forever. And if it's a
Exactly. Good. Good, Anoop. And Shania, can you just give me the one example for the forever loop?
So an example of the forever loop is basically if you want the toucan to keep dodging obstacles forever, then you can use the forever loop.
Good. Perfect. Good, Anoop and Shania. We can say the one more example is the day and night. Okay, so we can say that this is also the forever loop. Anoop, you can just down your hand. Okay, now I'm going to put the condition inside the forever. That is, I'm going to press the space button, then your bird is going to move up and down. Okay, so the first is in the same block, the control, we're going to use if condition. So what exactly the if condition is? So I'm just giving you the one simple example based on the if and else condition. For example, is it raining outside? If yes, so take an umbrella. Else, put on a hat. So this is kind of a conditions are there, like true and false condition, or we can say the yes and no condition. So in terms of, we can in the code part, we're going to use the if and else condition over there. Understood? Let me zoom it more. Okay, thanks, Anoop. Now I'm going to put the one condition here, like I'm going to press the space button. So how can we get that block? Go to the sensing and use this key space press over there. So when you press the space key, then what will happen? So we have three different costume. We can say that in simplest term, three different design of my bird. So see, the first is this one, second is this one, third is this one. So I'm going to use the design, basically we can say this is called costume. So click on the looks block and we can switch costume to the token C, means this one. Okay, for how many times? Basically, again, go to the control and repeat for the 5 times. So you need to drag the block, the repeat, and just instead of 10, just change into the 5. Once you press the space key, your bird is going to the up direction first. So go to the motion. Motion meaning is the movement block. So I'm going to give just some little movement for the bird. So now I'm going to change the basically Y direction, because the towards the cloud always the y-axis is there. So change by 10. You can use 10 as well, but I'm going to use 6, or we can say 5. Now this is for the, let me gonna press the green color flag and we'll see is it working or not. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to press the space button. Your bird is going to move upwards. That's fine. This is pretty working. Now the thing is we're going to make the code for the down one. Okay, so bird is going up direction. Now we have to make code for the down direction. So again, so we have an awesome feature in the Scratch. So just right click on the block and just make it a duplicate. So just duplicate here. Now let's see. I'm going to change the costume, not terms P here. Let's see it's going to work or not. I'm going to press the space, press the green color flag and press the space button. Yeah, it's working. Okay, Anoop and Shania, any problem? The first step of the code. Just mention on the chat yes or no. Okay, Anoop, thank you. Now come to the second step. Okay, thank you, Shania. So come for the second step of the code in the token. Basically, the condition is your bird is going to touch an obstacle, then game is over. Okay, if you dodge that obstacle into the cap, then we have to get some scores. So now we're going to make the code for that thing. So the first block is same, the green color flag here. Let me gonna zoom it a little bit more. Yeah, that's. So when green color flag, now the important block here in the Scratch that is called variable. So I'm just going to just set a one example, basic example, what exactly the variable is. So we are working on the game and without score game is nothing. So we have to check our score as well. So if you want to make, if you want to create a score, if you want to see your basically we can say that the position in the score in the game. So we have to go to the variable and click on the make a variable here. So like, for example, I'm going to set the variable name is crash. So name when you go, your bird is going to touch an obstacle, your bird is crashed. So now set crash to 0. So this is the basically variable block I'm just going to mention here. Now third block is I'm going to set the position for the bird. Okay, so how can we do this? Go to the motion and we have a block here, go to X and Y. So I'm not going to change the position, is a default one. Okay, so this is completely fine for me. So your minus, basically mine x-axis is -209 and y is 0-axis. So this is pretty good for me. I'm not going to change the position as of now. Okay. So this is a pretty important block. I'm just going to drag it here. So go to the control first and use the repeat until. So I'm just going to put the condition here. So we have green color circle here. This is operator. So with the help of your Scratch, so with the help of operator also we can perform some mathematical calculation. So in this block, we're going to drag the equals to 50 block here and just mention instead of 50, true. Let me gonna explain you what exactly the true is. So go to the variable and use the crash here. Thing is, what will happen if your bird is crash? Okay, so what we can do, we can just change the direction in terms of the downside. So change y by 3. -3 meaning is towards the ground. So when your bird is down. Okay, so this is the first condition. One more condition is here. that is called, go to the control and if is there. Hi, Avya, how are you?
I'm good. Sorry I'm late. We didn't get the email. That's all. Yeah.
Okay, that's not a problem. So just listen what I'm just going to teach you now. Just listen very carefully, okay? And if you face any problem, you can just mention in the chat. Got it?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so let me gonna zoom it more. So I'm going to just put one more condition that is called if. So now I'm going to show you one more thing here. Let me zoom it. Now in the second sprite, we have an outline of the black color. So I'm going to use it here. Okay, so now go to the code of the token. Again, operators, use the OR block because we're going to put the two conditions here. So first, I'm going to mention the color black. Meaning is when your bird touch the black color. So how can we go for the black side, the black color? Go to the sensing and touching color. So now we have click on the color here and put all the values to the 0. Color is 0, saturation is 0, brightness is 0. So this is called dark black color. Now second is touching mouse pointer. Click on the mouse pointer and select an edge. So we have two condition here. Either your bird is going to touch the black color, either your bird is going to touch the screen. Basically, we can say that the edge of this, the screen edges. Then what will happen if these two conditions are going to do? Then go to the variable and set crash is true. Now, if your basically bird is going to touch an obstacle, then what will happen? We can just say that your game is over. Or instead of game over, you can just you can just say play again. So game is over, game over is also fine. Play again is also fine. Okay. Now next thing, I just want use my sound here. Okay, so we have a cool feature. So I'm going to use the sound block. Like I'm going to record my sound. Like I'm just going to just press the red color button. Crash. Let's see is it working or not. I'm going to share my sound as well. Crash. Crash. I'm going to save it and see. I'm going to use the recording one. So we can record our sound as well. Okay, so we have a good, awesome feature in the Scratch. Now, I just want to know one quick question, Anup, Shanaya, where what is the meaning of glide? Please show me your thumb if you basically know what exactly the meaning of glide. Shanaya, Anup, Avya. Yes, mute yourself, Avya. Just can you unmute yourself? Okay, no. Oh, okay, so when you give the answer.
Flight is flying.
Yes. Guys, are you getting my voice? Shanaya, Avya. Okay, cool.
You are occasionally glitching. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the direction. I'm going to use one block over here that is called glide. So glide is an example that is called bird. Your bird is flying on the sky with the smooth motion. So second, the second word of the glide is smooth motion. So I'm going to use that, go to the motion, glide 1 second to X and Y. So I'm just going to change the position in terms of X. So go in the same block, use the X position here and change -243. Okay, means towards the bottom, towards the ground. So basically your once your bird is going to touch an obstacle, slowly your bird is going to be come down towards the ground. So this is the basically the value. So if you want to change, so we can check it later and we can change the value. Now next is game is over, so that I just want to know just exactly, I just want to stop all the thing on the screen. So stop all. So this is the basically the code for the token. So let me see, is it working or not? I'm going to make it a full screen and green color flag. Crash. Crash. Okay. Crash. Okay, now we'll come to the second code, the second sprite that is called an obstacle. So I'm going to click on the sprite one. I'm going to make the code for this. The first is, I already told you we're going to use the score as well. So with the score exactly. So the first is click on the events, green color flag, and one variable, name of the variable is exactly the score is. So I'm going to align the score here. Yep. Now set score to 0. Can anyone tell me, Anup, Shania, and Avya, why it just mentioned 0 in why basically 0 is there the scoreboard?
Because it means there's no score yet.
Good answer. Good job, buddy. Okay, so that's why the game is not start yet. So that's why 0, I just put the 0 over here. Now again, I'm going to put the loop here in the go to the select the forever. So I just want duplicate things here in the obstacle. I'm going to make the duplicate of my obstacles going to become again and again. So now for this feature, we have to go to the control and use create clone of myself. We can say clone, we can say the duplicates or either clone, both are same. So I'm going to use the wait for some few seconds. So after 4 seconds, or we can say after 3 seconds, your new obstacle is going to be appear on your screen. So one obstacle, then wait for 3 seconds, then new obstacle, then wait for 3 seconds, then new obstacle. So this is basically for the code. Crash. Now, the important code here, I'm just going to basically make the code for the obstacle for this one. Let me just make it a little bit off or zoom. Yeah. So I'm just going to make the code for these obstacles. So thing is, when I start as a clone in the control block, you're going to be find out this block when I start as a clone. Now I'm going to use show block here. So you can find the show block inside the looks. So let me see, is going to be work or not. Crash. Yes, pretty crash. It's working. Your obstacle is crash showing on the screen now. Now, the thing is, I'm going to set the position as well for the sprite 2, or sorry, for sprite 1. So the same block I'm going to take away, go to X and Y. So I just want my obstacle is going to come towards the bird with the different direction. Means some in the bottom, some of the top, and some of the bottom. Some of the top, some of the bottom. Means we can say the random position. So we have a block, the random position block in the operators. So pick random 1 to 10. Now I'm just going to change some values over here. 80. So X is 80 and minus 80. Let's see. Crash. Either we can go for this one, minus 80 to 80. So you both of you can just change the value also. This is not the fix, it's the approximate value. So you can just change it later. Now, again, I'm going to use the glide block. Why? Because this is your obstacle is coming towards the bird. So this is called a gliding on the smooth motion. So I'm going to take this one, glide, change it to the 5 seconds. And now I'm just mentioning over there minus 450. So what exactly the minus 450 is? So 450 is, let me gonna zoom it. I'm going to make it full screen. So basically your minus 450 is a pixels, the width of your scratch screen. Okay, we can, this is basically the exact the same as minus 480, but I'm going to take minus 450 as well. So this is the overall size of your screen, scratch screen. This is the width and 360 pixel of the tall. So height is 360 pixel and the width is minus 480. Okay, so I'm using here minus 450 and I'm going to change the position of the sprite one. So in terms of Y direction. So how can we go for this? Go to the motion and take it to Y. So let's see, crash. Crash is gliding. Crash. Now, so I'm just the last code in this for the obstacle. I'm going to make the code for the movement and for more for or we can say that the gliding part. And I'm going to add some values over there to just make more effective thing. So again, when I start as a clone, let me give it some space. Yeah, so when I start as a clone, so I'm going to put in so click on the control and wait until here. So again, I'm going for the operator. So I'm going to put the conditions inside this. So this is the condition. So I'm just going to put the 2 condition here. So click on the sensing. So first thing I'm going to change, I'm going to fix the direction of the bird. So click on the stage and select the name of the sprite. So that is your toucan is my bird. And yes, Anoop, you want to say something?
Yes, when I tried making this project, there was a problem. It just kept creating clones and it didn't come to words.
Okay.
So when I pressed the green flag, it created like 100 clones,
Yeah.
but it wasn't moving forward.
Yeah, this I know. So basically, you know what exactly the what to do in this part. So we have to click on the control and delete this clone. Basically, this is why this is my question, and you just already said it. Okay, so if you want to delete a multiple duplication of the scratch thing and the basic in the coding, so we have a block here inside the control. The last block is called delete this clone. Okay, now I'm going to basically already set the position for the toucan, means on the X position, and instead of 50, so I'm going for the operators and going to add some random values 220. Basically 220 is the value where it is coming towards the bird and in terms of X position. So go to the motion and X position here. Now the meaning is if your bird dodge the gap, or we can say dodge the obstacle, then we can change the score. So change score by 1 or either change score by 2, 3, whatever. So I'm going to set the 1 here. Then use one sound. I'm going to record this. Dodge. Let's see. Dodge. So this is my recording 4. So let's see is working or not. Crash. Your bird is basically so we need to change some code in the toucan. Let me gonna zoom off of there. Crash. Okay, So done, Anoop, Avay, and Shania till yet. Then we can go for the troubleshooting as well. So basically, bugs and the debugs, basically these are two important aspects in the coding. So we know we have bug over here. So now we are going to debug. Now, basically, this is the question for both of you. So can you exactly tell me what exactly the problem in this code? Crash. Crash. Anoop, Avay, Shania. Crash.
I can.
Yeah.
The problem is that as soon as you click the green flag, it crashes.
Yeah. So how can we go? How can we resolve this? This is the question.
If it's probably because the pipe is moving too fast.
Sorry.
It's probably because the pipe is moving too fast and it so
Okay.
hits again.
Any other thing you want to try, Shania? Where you want to try? What exactly the problem is? I know the problem. I know the problem basically, and what this is my question exactly. How can we resolve the type of problem in the code while making the code? So this is the important thing. You need to learn the troubleshooting, or we can say the debugging. Any answer? Only we need to change only one value only. Okay. Sorry, I just stop my screen share. Basically, I just changed my X position only, nothing more than this. Let me see is now working or not. So I dodged the obstacle and see the game is over. So if I dodge that obstacle, the score is 1. If I touch the obstacle, game is over. So this is the game exactly, the Flappy Bird. Either this is the basic one, this is the simplest form of the Flappy Bird, but either you can go in the advanced term, so we can control with your Flappy Bird with your hand gesture, with your face recognition, whether we can say the artificial intelligence. So we have a lot of, we can say the mode are there for the Flappy Bird. So this is the first step for the design. So this is the game. So Anoop, Shania, and any problem? Is this interesting? Just show me your thumb. I just want to see your reaction about this. Okay, Anoop, thank you. Thank you, Shana. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, this is the basic code. And if you want to make it a bigger one, so you can just try and you can just log in with your Scratch and you can just start with the coding. So, so I'm done with this. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. And yeah, so I'm just calling to Ms. Jaspreet here. So Ms. Jaspreet, and so stage is on to you.
Well said, that a great teacher can change everything. Thank you so much, Mr. Ashish, for teaching this cool Flappy Bird game. I'm sure, students, that you have liked this game, and now you got an idea how to actually make a game. And even if you have missed anything, then we will be sharing the complete recording with you so that you can check it out in case if there are any bugs. Okay. Now, apart from this, well, you know now how to make a game. It's your time to actually create your own game. Okay. But if you think that your competition is just between you guys, now we have separate boot camps running over here. That means at the same time, there are different boot camps which are running over here. So that means there is a huge competition for all of you. Now, I'm sure that today you got an idea that how we conduct the live classes. Mr. Ashish has interacted with you all. So this is the way where we normally you conduct the classes. Okay. Now, talking about the competition, it's just that you need to make a very complex, somewhat unique, and a very cool game. Okay, now after recording this game, what you need to do is you need to record it. Now let me share my screen. I'll show you how you can actually go ahead and record the complete game and what you need to mention in it. Okay, so just give me a moment. All right. So first of all, what you're going to do is in this Code to Win contest, you will be recording the video using Loom. Once you will record it, you need to upload it on YouTube, and then you have to copy the link from YouTube and paste it on our gaming wall. Remember, the student who will get the maximum number of votes would be declared as the winner. Okay, now what you need to mention in that video. Look, you can make a game. I know that you all are very smart and you can make a cool game. But it's not only about making a game. You have to describe the winning as well as the losing scenarios of your game. Now, let me give you the idea. So here we have this student, Pranav, who has actually demonstrated a game that he has created. Now, let me play it for you.
Hi, my name is Pranav, and I take classes from 90th percentile for 5th and 6th graders. Today, me and my teacher created a project called the boat race, and I'll show you how it works. The boat follows my cursor as I move it around the screen. The black lines are the obstacles that you have to dodge. This yellow place is called the finish point, or you can call it the Iceland. This is the second stage. There are 5 stages in total. This is the losing scenario. And once you lose, you'll go back to the start, and you'll have to regain all the stages back. This game is very hard and it will require a lot of patience. And if you don't have a laptop, you can also use an iPad or your phone.
Wow, this was an amazing game. Okay, so how many of you like this game? Show me up your reactions. Well, I can see some reactions. Good. All right. Okay. So now once you will create a game, and I'm sure that you will make a game which would be much more complicated and it would be beautifully designed for sure. But once you'll create a game, after recording the game description, what you need to do is you just need to go to your YouTube channel and click on upload videos. Okay. So once you'll click on upload videos, you just have to select the file that needs to be uploaded. Okay. Now I'll give you the hint how you can actually do it. And I know that you are smart enough to upload the video, but let me give you the complete idea. So here in the title, what you need to mention is Code to Win hash, and then you will put here 98th percentile. Okay, and then you'll put here your name. For example, Anoop Shanaya, your name over here. Okay, then you can describe your video as well. Now, after this, when you scroll down, you have to select the option that yes, it's made for kids. Once you will be done, click on next, again next, again next, and here you have to show the visibility. That means to how many people it would be visible. It would be private or unlisted or public. So because I want that, you should get maximum number of votes, so you can actually make it public. Okay, and this is very necessary to make it public, else nobody will be able to see it. Okay, once click on this, you'll click on it, then you need to click on this publish button. So then your video will be published. Okay, so now it is being published. Okay, now you can directly WhatsApp, you can copy the link from here itself, or you have an option over here itself, these 3 dots, you can get the shareable link. Once you will be done copying the link, what you need to do is you just need to go to our gaming wall. All the links, all the important links would be shared to you on your personal mail as well. Okay, now here what you need to do is click on submit entry. Then it will direct you at this point. You put your first name over here. Okay, and then here you'll put your last name, your grade, your email address, your unique ID that has already been shared with you. And then here you will paste the YouTube link. Okay. One more thing. Remember that for one email ID, only one game would be submitted. Okay. So once you click on submit your entry, then, here you will scroll down. Whenever you will submit your entry, see, we'll take at least 24 to 48 hours for screening it. That means that whether the content of the video that you have shared is appropriate or not. So it would be approved within 1 or 2 days. You can go to this 5th point, and here you will find an option of click here. So you can actually click on it, and then it will direct you to a new page where you can actually check it out that whether your game is in here or not. Okay, in your gaming wall, in this point. Okay, once over here, you need to click on this view on your game. Okay, and then here you will find an option of vote now. You can vote, and yes, the most important part is sharing the link. So you have this last option over here. You just need to click on it, and then the link would be copied. You can share it with your friends and family to get maximum votes, because I know that everybody is thinking of only one thing, that's winning. And yes, you have a very tough competition. So that means share as much as you can. Okay. Now, after this, I am sure that you will go ahead and, you'll make a good game and you'll share it, you'll get maximum number of votes. Doesn't matter that even if you're not winning, that's fine, because participation matters the most. Remember, you are unstoppable and you can do anything. Okay. To get the participation certificates, a link would be shared in the chat. You just need to fill up the information of it, okay, of yours, and then you can eventually get it, the complete participation
my name is
certificate. Okay. Now, I know that you all are very intelligent, and my best wishes for you, because I know that you're gonna rock, because these coders, we are actually very smart. So coders, all the best. All the information would be shared in your mail itself. Whatever you have missed, you can cover it. But remember, this is the beginning of your coding journey. And it was such a nice session with you all. I hope that you got the complete idea of this live class now. So get ready for the competition and make your parents proud of you. Thank you very much, kids, for your time. It was such a nice session. I am so delighted to have you all here. Thank you so much.